Hey everyone, episode 19 of the Tom Holland-a-thon and the last Tom Holland movie that we can talk about at this moment because the next one, Spider-Man No Way Home, isn't out yet. Anyway, this last movie is Cherry. I saw Cherry, I think the day it came out on Apple TV Plus or Apple Plus or whatever the streaming service of Apple is called. I'd heard about it, like there's a new movie directed by the Russo brothers starring Tom Holland. And yeah, of course I'm going to watch that. Like, of the 19 films that we've talked about in this Tom Holland-a-thon, the Russo brothers have directed 4. That's almost a fifth. And I think the 3 films that we've talked about already are probably some of my favorites in here. So, needless to say, I was very excited to watch it for the first time. And yeah, I thought it was alright. I thought it was good actually. I realize a lot of people don't really like it, but I did. That being said, I'm not looking forward to rewatching it because, oh man, it bummed me out so badly. It's it's long to start, and also it's slow, it's like dreary, it's just depressing, honestly. But yeah, I'm still going to rewatch it. Hopefully, I like it as much as the first time. But anyway, I'll let you know after I've seen the film. I'm back. And quick little disclaimer, I didn't write a script or anything for this video because I want it recorded, edited and uploaded to YouTube before I'm going to see Spider-Man No Way Home, which is tomorrow. So I'm in a bit of a rush, but it's all going to turn out fine. Cherry is the story of, I think, a nameless protagonist, but I'm just going to call him Cherry. And it's basically about his life. Some people like to say that this movie is about the opioid phase, and the troubles that come with being addicted to drugs. But to me, this movie is more about the horrors that joining the army and being involved in a war have on people. It's true that Cherry was already a bit of a druggy guy before joining the army, but the army really ruined his life, right? If he didn't join the army, none of that would have happened, and as soon as he joined, his fate was sealed. And yeah, I kind of like the story, especially the way in which it's told. I know some people just think it's a lot of show and not a lot of substance, but I think it's both. I haven't seen a lot of movies dealing with drug addiction. Actually, I think Trainspotting and Cherry are the only 2. Well, and Trainspotting 2. And I haven't seen a lot of modern movies dealing with war. I mean, movies dealing with modern warfare. I haven't seen a lot of films taking place in Iraq, so that was new. And personally, I'm pretty against armies and wars and stuff, so I kind of had my mind made up already, but I think the movie solidified pretty well why I don't like those things. The style, as I briefly touched upon, some people call it all over the place. I say it's very deliberate. The film is divided in chapters, and every chapter has its distinct style. For example, the boot camp bit was filmed in a different aspect ratio than the other chapters. Sometimes other filters are used, sometimes Cherry breaks the fourth wall, sometimes he doesn't. It's pretty consistent within each chapter, but between the chapters it's not consistent. And once again, I like that. It shows that different parts of your life really feel differently to each other. Also, I'm just a sucker for stylistic elements. I really like that in my movies. Also thought the cinematography was pretty good. And with pretty good, I mean it was very nice to look at. And then let's move on to the actors. It was nice to see Kira Bravo, I think that's how you pronounce her name. It was nice to see her again. I only know her from Big Time Rush, and it's nice to see that she's still acting and obviously still doing what she likes, so that's good for her. I thought she looked a bit young to do all these adults things. She looked 16 or something, but I'm sure she's older in real life. And then Tom Holland was just excellent. I think this is his best performance. Within one movie, he played very different characters. Well, he played the same character, but the character evolved in such a way that he basically became different characters. And he also looks so differently throughout the entire movie. Like the nerdy kid with the glasses looks completely different than the man who walks out of prison at the end. Spoilers, oops. I do feel bad because the first time I watched this film, I didn't realize Tom Holland lost a lot of weight, and I didn't see it. And once again, this time, I didn't see it. I'm feeling really sorry for Tom Holland for losing so much weight, and I just don't realize both of the times I watched this film, and the second time I even knew beforehand. I was actively paying attention to it, and I didn't see it, which is very, very unfortunate. I feel very bad. I'm sorry, Tom. When actors are willing to lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight, I always respect that a lot, because I wouldn't be willing to do that. Tom Holland's character had a lot of different ages throughout the movie because it told his entire life. However, at the very beginning, Tom Holland himself said that he's 23. So I'm just going to take that. I mean, if the movie itself gives it to you on a silver platter, I'm not going to ignore it and take some kind of average or something. No, I'm just going to take 23. You know, a graph that looks like this, and once again, his age is going up. But I'm sure in the next movie, it will go down again. So all in all, I still really enjoyed this film. As I said in my pre-thoughts, it is pretty long though, probably longer than it should be. Apart from that, I like pretty much everything. I thought Tom Holland was amazing in it. The style is very cool, and the story just worked for me. Whoa, scenery change. Anyway, I'm going to give Cherry an 8 out of 10. Next episode, I'm going to watch Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters, and I'm very excited for it. And if you are as well, then do join me for that, and I will see you then. Goodbye.